Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to a Quickie with Miss B. Today is Tuesday, all day and half the night.
I'm never going to understand that.
All this week we're talking about the great outdoors. All those camping, fishing, hiking stories that you have. John and I are
Being robbed by a 6-year-old.
Today is Tuesday, and we're going to talk about those blank hamburgers. Now I got a funny story about the hamburgers. So this was my same friend that I was just telling you about with the fishing story when we were staying at the cabin. This also happened the same weekend.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's a two-for-one.
It's a twofer. So this particular night, we decided that we're not going to try to go do the fishing thing that day, so we're not going to do the fish fry. So she's like, I brought hamburgers. I said, oh, okay. So she says, do you want to help me make up the patties? I said, sure, no problem. So I get all the patties made up, and she says, okay, well, my dad's got the grill outside in the back. And I said, okay. She says, but just watch your step, because there's like a little bump as you step out the door, and then it goes down because you're kind of going down the hill a little bit. I said, yeah, okay. So we're taking out the stuff to get everything ready to, clean off the grill and get that going, and we got that all taken care of. And so she's got the plate full of hamburgers. She makes it out the door, okay. Get them on the grill, cook them all up. Great, we're about to eat. Hamburgers come off the grill. She comes back in, trips over that bump. The hamburgers go flying and land on the dirty cabin floor.
But it was inside.
Followed by, those blank hamburgers. Now, what makes this really funny, besides the fact that you can't help yourself when people trip, because you automatically laugh. It's like a train wreck. You can't stop looking, But she doesn't swear. So, in all the years that I've been friends with her, this is the very first time I ever heard her swear.
But now my curiosity is were there any pets?
Yes.
Okay.
There were dogs, because I do believe that her dad had one or two dogs. I think he had two dogs, but I know one for sure. Made it into the kitchen because he came running because he's a very food motivated critter. He decided that, free food. So he wolfed down one of the hamburgers.
Him and I would have been rumbling. Him and I would have been rumbling right there. I can tell you right now. I'd have been like, look, dude, those are as valuable as meatballs to me, so back it up. Back it up, pup.
And these are really good hamburgers because, she took the time to shred the cheese and put the cheese in there and some onion and relish and mix it all up.
And you didn't die for one?
They're on the floor. They're dirty.
Look. You can rinse you can rinse a burger. You can rinse that puppy off.
Oh yeah, but there wasn't running water in the camp. You had to go, get your water.
You'd grab the burger, you walk down to the edge of the water where you got fishing at, you dunk it in there, and you pull it out and go, okay, we're good.
Yeah, my luck, that's when I would catch a fish.
I mean, you were swimming in the water. It got all over you already, so you didn't mind the water. So dunking the burger in it isn't a big deal.
So, anyways, we got it all cleaned up, but she was very adamant about nobody eating the burgers because they've touched the dirty floor in the cabin. She was like a super, super uber clean freak. So,
but if she's a super uber clean freak, then the floor was clean.
Well, it was her dad's cabin, not her cabin. So, Dad didn't clean the cabin very well. Because with that same weekend that we were staying there, he decided that he better open up the top part of the cabin so that we could go upstairs to sleep. Yeah, there was bats up there. I'm gonna like the bats.
Well, see now bats do have a pooping problem. So yeah,
Yeah.
that might have steered me back a little bit away from the burger grabs. I don't want to. What is that crunchy stuff? That's guano. Oh yeah. Okay, no. All right, I'll go with you on that one there. Yeah.
So that gives you an idea of how her dad wasn't like a clean freak. And so, anyways, long story short, she decided that no, we're not going to do this. But she did bring extra because she always did. She came prepared for every kind of, what if this happens scenario. So we
I
had
like it.
hamburgers. We go ahead and we make them again. She makes sure to not trip over the bump coming in the door this time. And then her husband says to her, "Oh, good, look. The blank hamburgers are ready."
So now I got to ask. So the dog, he had one.
Yes.
Did he get the rest of them?
I don't remember. I know that he got one for sure because I was so impressed because, well, you know how dogs are. I mean, most dogs are food motivated. He was on the other end of the cabin. Yeah, the other end of the cabin. And I mean, that little dog came tearing through.
Well, he has heard that stare trip up people before, and there was a great reward in it for him. So when he heard her hit the ground, he went,
Yeah.
There were smells a minute ago, and now she hits the ground. That only means one thing. If I move, I got a shot.
So every single time since then, if we all got together for dinner and she decided that she was going to make her wonderful, yummy burgers, they're always known as the blank hamburgers.
Well, that makes sense.
And on that note, we need to take a break. Boy, I'm getting kind of hungry. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Quickie with Miss B. I'm Miss B. Today is Tuesday. All this week, we're talking about the great outdoors.
The great outdoors. Not just outdoors, but the great outdoors. And the funny thing you'll learn about all these stories is there's nothing great about it.
And that's what makes it so funny, I hope.
Well,
so you have a hamburger story?
yes. And get ready to puke.
Oh, no.
Because number one, I never knew any of this stuff existed. Never heard of it before in my entire life. Okay, So I said that. Oh, I got some great burger recipes and things you can do. And I remember her hubby was like, burger recipes, like, really? I'm like, well, yeah, there's a big difference. He's like, really? So what's I said, well, one of them I do is I'll cut up 5 onions, and while we're all doing our stuff, I'll have those on slow cooking, and they'll caramelize. You know how those onions get sweet and they get brown? He goes, oh, yeah. Yeah, I said, I'm going to mix that in the burger, and I'm going to cook. So it's going to give off that sweet. He goes, oh, you know what? I want him to make the burgers. Can he have him make the burgers? He was excited about that. I was like, yeah, you can shred some cheese in it, have that onion in there like that, but caramelized onion. I'm like, there's a few things that you can do. I was like, as far as a burger recipe, there's not really so much a recipe. You add some spices and stuff, but there's a few things you can do to really make him pretty good. And he's like, I want him to make him. So I get in there and I'm looking at it. I'm a little disappointed in the hamburger they brought. It's not as amazing. It's got kind of a little bit of it's like a pink color. You know what I mean? It's not that deep red you want. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's like the burger's been in the fridge for 5 days. It's pink, but it's not, it's not that deep red.
Vibrant red. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I go ahead and I get started and all that. I'm a little bummed, but we'll make it work. So I get started, get everything put together. Now I've been working on these onions for a while. Now he's starting to come around going, oh, man, you know what? That's going to really be something else. That is going to actually really be something else. I'm excited about that. I never thought about that. He went, I said, well, I didn't invent it. Other people have done it for many times. He's like, that's crazy good. That's going to be awesome. I think, yeah, and the cool thing is I'll shave some onion as well that'll be raw, so you'll get that raw onion and that sweet cooked onion.
Yeah.
I said, in a little, and I don't do thick sliced tomatoes. I do really thin sliced tomatoes. You just get a little bit. But then I said, I'm going to make my own pickles while we're waiting because it's going to take a while for the onions to get done. He's like, you're going to make pickles? I'm like, it's a quick pickle. You heat it up and then you put it over it. He's like, oh, this is going to be amazing. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be good. So I get it all done, and it's probably been, I don't know, maybe, 45 minutes or so. And everyone's excited. And now I'm toasting buns, Christine. I'm toasting. I got buns toasted. Everything's that. The burgers are all looking. They look absolutely amazing. They're all sitting on the plate right there, all right in the middle of this. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, Christine, this smells unbelievable." All right. So
Yeah.
I brought in the plate with all the corn. I did roasted corn on the cob.
Oh.
Yeah, but I roasted so it has that little bit of little roasted marks, the grill marks all over it. So you got roasted corn on the cob. I did some roasted vegetables. We got the burgers going right there, and everybody's made their burger now, and it's like we're all waiting to take a bite together. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, you hear someone go, "Don't eat those."
What the heck? He spent all this time making these burgers, and somebody's like, "Don't eat those?"
The door flings open, and they just grab the plate and they go, "You friggin' idiot!" And I'm like, "What?" And they dump them right in with the dog bowl stuff. I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I can't believe you're that stupid." And he walks over, he drops 2 big packages of the reddest, most beautiful meat you've ever seen in your life. And we're all just looking at each other. I went, "Those were fine." He went, "No, idiot. That's the hamburger." I said, "What?" He goes, "That's the hamburger. You used the dog food."
Doggies are gonna eat it tonight.
I did not know they made. I didn't know they made dog food that looked like that. I was disappointed it was kind of pink, but apparently they take all this other, leftover, all that, and they run through it. And these people fed their dog. It looked just like hamburger. And they kept it cold. Christine, who keeps dog food in the fridge? Who keeps dog food in the fridge? Come on, people.
It wasn't hamburgers. It was Gaines burgers.
Who keeps dog food in the refrigerator? It's in the cooler and the ice and all that. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it's not as pink as it's not as red as I would like. But I went home with it. I took 25 minutes. We got caramelized onions. He had freaking pickles. He had sliced thinly. Oh, they were beautiful. I toasted his buns for him, everything. Oh, yeah. Everybody's getting ready. Don't eat that. And when I saw him just go, poof, he just drops. He went, "That's the hamburger." I'm like, everybody, I'm just looking around the room going, I'm sure I used hamburger. You used dog food. And I'm like, who in their right mind has dog food ground up like hamburger and then sticks it in the cooler by the hamburger? Who does that?
I don't know. He's your friend.
So he proceeds to go, yeah, she likes him to have that stuff. She went, it's fresh. She starts defending, it's fresh food. It's fresh. Yeah. I'm going, it looked like hamburger. So for the rest of that time frame, it was like, no, you're not cooking. No. Anybody who cooks dog food and didn't know? No. It looked like a hamburger. And I'm trying to defend myself. Who puts ground dog food in a cooler on top of the hamburger. You might want to let the guy know who's making the hamburgers. Hey, the stuff on top, yeah, it's not hamburger. It's like hamburger, just a little lower quality. It's got some toenails in it and stuff like that, you know. Yep, so we almost ate some of the best looking dog food I've ever seen.
That doggy ate good that night.
That dog had caramelized onion burgers. Yeah, it was a long time before I ever stopped hearing about that.
And on that note, let's go. Cheeseburgers, anyone?